Hey guys, what's poppin'? Jacques Slade here, back with another unboxing. And have you ever just been wrong? Like completely wrong about a sneaker? Well, I have a bit of a confession. I was wrong. And it's not that I need to apologize to you guys for being wrong, but I do need to tell you that I wasn't wrong because I advocated for this sneaker hard body. Like I was going hard, like, yo, this sneaker's gonna be it. This sneaker's gonna be dope. And well, it just didn't turn out that way. So I guess in a sense, I kind of need to apologize if you bought the shoe because of my recommendation. I mean, I still like the shoe, I still bought them, but they just didn't take off the way that I expected them. Anyway, all right, let's jump into it. So I have two pairs of shoes here, and the shoe that I'm actually making all this fuss about, I'm gonna get into that one. I'll get into that one second, but first, I want to show you a little something else sent over to me by the kind folks over at Nike. It's a shoe that got a lot of love this year. It is the Air Max 97. Now, for those that aren't familiar with the Air Max 97, 2017 was the 20-year anniversary of the Air Max 97, and that's kind of why this shoe got so much love this year. There were a ton of different colorways. There was the silver pair, there was the gold pair, Undefeated did a pair, and then there was this pair, which is this white pair, which looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, again, you guys know I don't wear a lot of white sneakers. It's just not my thing, but I do appreciate a really good looking sneaker, and that is definitely what this is. It is a very beautiful looking shoe. So let's take these out of the box and give you a closer look at the shoe because it looks fantastic. Now, some little information about the Air Max 97. It was designed by this guy named Christian Tresser, and his inspiration for the shoe was raindrops. The Air Max 95, which came before the Air Max 97, was informed by the human body, the spine. So if you look at the way that the lines are on the Air Max 95, they're shaped after the human body and the human spine. But this was informed by raindrops and the way that the raindrops hit water in the waves. So that's what these waves signify. Now, the shoe wasn't originally called the Air Max 97. It was actually called the Air Max Total, I believe it was. So we may have had a different name for this shoe, but eventually Nike, or the powers that be at Nike, decided that they were going to call it the Air Max 97. The shoe wasn't crazy popular, at least in the US back then. Back in 97, it sold pretty well in 97, but in 98 they stopped making it. But the shoe really got its legs, or really started to come ingrained into the culture because of people overseas, because of the people overseas in Italy. Italy, for some reason, really took to this shoe, its futuristic look and its futuristic styles, and the shoe ended up becoming almost like an icon there alone, and that just spread to the rest of the country. And that's why when Nike relaunched the shoe for the 20th anniversary, they did the stuff over in Italy, and they had like the streetwear stuff over in Italy, was because the shoe was so popular there and the shoe was so ingrained into the culture there that it really made a difference and really kind of started to help bring the shoe to the notoriety where we know it today. I actually looked up this shoe before I did this unboxing, and something that I didn't realize was that this colorway was super limited. I won't say it was super limited, but it was limited enough that these are actually reselling right now for between $200 and $250, which I did not expect at all. There was a lot of 97s put out this year, and this particular colorway struck a chord with people, and it's on the resale market. I saw it over on a couple of websites in the resale market, which really surprised me just because it's a white shoe, it's a 97, and there were so many released this year that you wouldn't think that people would be buying them at resale. But again, when they're as popular as a shoe like this is here and overseas, that builds a resale market and people are looking for them. I'm not sure we'll see much more of the Air Max 97. I'm sure we'll see a few models scattered here and there in 2018. But after that, I imagine Nike is going to put it back into the vault and kind of take it away for a little while and wait to bring it back. Nike is definitely reshaping their strategy based on current sales, and I think they're going to be a little more proactive with the way that they handle styles and how much they push styles out and how much those styles are go to retail versus how much they're keeping inside of the vault, and they're kind of keeping a stash as to kind of keep up the exclusivity of those colorways is what I would say. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys these. This is the Air Max 97. It was a big year for them, 20-year anniversary. Shout out to Christian Tresser, created a iconic model that people will remember for years and years to come, and they're really a part of the culture now, which is something that not all shoes can say, which I think is really dope. Anyway, so let's get to the shoe that I was just completely wrong about. Okay, so I need you guys to be kind here. I was wrong. I thought this shoe was going to be a game changer in 2017, and I was completely wrong. I was so hyped about this shoe that I even went and picked up a pair because I heard there was a secret release of these. So what Nike did, sometimes Nike does a pre-release where they kind of just seed them and send them to boutiques before they do the actual official release. So I heard that they had these over at Undefeated, and I made a beeline to Undefeated to pick myself up a pair, grabbed a pair, came back, did an unboxing for you guys, talked about them, and then nothing else was heard of them. No one else was excited about them, and kind of hurt my feelings a little bit because I was really excited and thought it was going to be a big deal, but it wasn't. But anyway, so let's open this box and I'll give you guys a look at the shoe that I was pumped about that no one else really cared about, but you know what, that happens sometimes. It is this shoe, the Nike Flyknit Moriah, and I just thought this shoe was going to change the game. I love the lines, I love the shape of the shoe, and I don't know if it was because this was during my running phase when I was doing a lot of running, and because this was a running shoe I got all excited about it, but it just did not do well at all. Nike did a ton of different colorways of this shoe, and it just did not resonate with the public. For some reason, people were not excited about it. So this model is the original colorway that released, and it resembles the original shoe. There was a regular Moriah runner from back in the 90s, I believe. Don't confirm me on that one. Don't quote me on that one. I believe it was back in the 90s. And this shoe, it looked like this. Obviously, it didn't have fly in it because that's a new innovation. But it was a runner. It was a running shoe just like this one. And I thought people were going to be excited about it. I thought people were going to be like, go crazy, get different colorways. I thought they were going to be resale on these. And so I picked up a pair to personally wear, and I've worn them a bunch. And people ask me about them when they see them, but no one is like really checking for them like that. So I wanted to ask you guys, is there a shoe that you got excited about, that you saw early in the pictures, that you saw on the blogs, or that you saw somebody unbox, and you thought, yo, that shoe is going to be crazy, people are going to go crazy for that shoe, and then come to find out no one was checking for it but you? I mean, obviously more people than just me are checking for this shoe, but it just didn't blow up the way that I expected it to blow up. Now, I want to say this. I don't care that no one else was checking for this shoe. I made this whole video and I made a big deal about it, but I like this shoe, so I'm going to wear it regardless. But I just thought it was something that the broader audience and that the broader sneaker culture was going to get into. And the reason I wanted to make sure and I clarified and said that is because I don't want you to think because no one else is checking for these that now I'm changing my mind about them and that I don't like them anymore or anything like that. That's not the case at all. I still like the shoe. I still like the colorways. I have 3 colorways of this shoe. So I'm not saying that at all. I just want to make sure that if you like a shoe and the rest of the culture doesn't like it, that means you need to change your mind or that you look at it differently. You get what you like, rock what you like, regardless of what anybody else thinks. I'm just more upset that the rest of the culture wasn't as excited about this shoe as I was, because I thought it was going to be a very big deal, and it literally turned out to be, I don't want to call it a dud, but you know, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. And unfortunately, I really like the way this duck looks, which, you know, that's just me. That's just what it is. I love the Flyknit. I love the style. I love the heel cup. I love the colors, how this colors pop. I love that it's slip on. It's a comfortable shoe. I just called it wrong, guys. I called it wrong, and that's my bad. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you this, and let me get these 97s so you guys can get another look at those. So if I had to guess, I would have guessed these would have been more popular than these, but that wasn't the case at all. Again, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I just missed out on that one, but I still like them, and I'm still gonna rock them. So That's what it is. Anyway, guys, just want to give you guys a quick look at these, quick look at those. As always, I appreciate you. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe and all of that good stuff, because as always, guys, I appreciate you. I hope you guys have a happy holiday if I don't see you before then. All right, guys, peace.